You've known me for 34 years, almost 35 actually. I think 35 almost.
You
So
know how old you are?
yeah, I think I'm 34. I'm around somewhere here. Um, and one thing I can say is I have never, ever, ever, ever seen you drunk.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Like, and you just keep drinking and drinking. I'm like, is this motherfucker liver gone? Like, we started at the same time. I'm over here trying to go to sleep by the toilet, and y'all won't let me. So man, let's hear a drunk story of yours, man. I got one myself, but you know what I'm saying. I really want to hear one of yours because
You want to hear one?
that's
I
gonna be
probably
gold.
so I've been thinking about it. I probably only got one.
Okay.
I really only got one. Cause what's kind of happened through the years is I guess I would have what you call a high tolerance.
Mm-hmm.
And what always happens is one or two things always happen is when I'm drinking. Either I've had enough and the taste starts to go away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not one to drink to get drunk.
Right.
I like the taste of different alcohols. I like the complexity. I like the things that you pick out of it. I guess that's why I like cigars and coffee too. All kind of that same vein to me. So
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that kind of stuff. So one, like I said, it starts to be nasty for me after a while, and I don't like what it tastes like. So I usually just stop and switch to water or something like that. But the other thing that happens is usually kind of like you alluded to, is that everybody around me will be drinking, everybody's messed up, and I'm like, you know what? If we're out and about, I'm like, let me stop in case something go down. I'll be all right to take care of business. Or if we need to get somebody safe, I can take care of that too. So
The responsible big brother been that guy since he was 12, man.
habits are hard to break, man. Habits are hard to break.
But you ain't always responsible, damn it. So let's hear. Let's hear. You trying to paint the perfect picture, like I shined my armor as I walked on my steed to help those less fortunate than I, because I can hold my alcohol better than anyone, man.
Yes.
So let's hear it, man.
All right. So the story that comes to mind is my wedding day, or the weekend around my wedding.
Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, you had to do what you got to do. So you still around?
Yes, sir.
So wedding day, there was a rehearsal. So and I'll kind of tell the whole story to kind of understand how the day went. So we had rehearsal at about 9, 10, about 10. So we do the thing, you practice walking down the aisle and all that stuff. And then we go to the rehearsal. Wasn't a dinner, it was more like a lunch. So that, or brunch, it was about 11. So we sit at the table, and I wasn't thinking, I just ordered a beer. So they had one of the big old tall beers.
Mm-hmm.
And then my groomsmen, this is probably shortly after I switched from Cavassier and Hennessy and stuff like that to whiskey. And so they just send a bottle of Johnny Walker down at about 11 in the morning, a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So we start pouring off on that, and drinking on that. And then we go through that. And then we go to the Kim's mom had like a thing at her house, since it was up there,
Mm-hmm.
where people who were in town, they could kind of come and hang out, different sizes of the family could meet, friends could meet friends, stuff like that. Kind of good time, fellowship, and plenty of food, good times, still drinking.
Right.
So
now, what were y'all drinking on when you started at 11, right?
Yeah, it was for me, it was just beer and Johnny Walker. So working on that bottle through the course of the day.
Eesh.
And so after that, it's time for the bachelor party. And I was like, I don't want stereotypical strippers or anything like that. Nothing against it if you do. Nothing against that. That just wasn't what I wanted. So we were in Jersey. So we went up to Atlantic City, and I don't even know if it's still open. I doubt it. But we went to the 4040 Club, Jay-Z's club up there.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're in line. We're waiting to get in. And a girl went to college with, she's like working the event that's there. And so she's like, hey, we can get you guys in the VIP. You get married? Oh, you getting some drinks.
Nice.
So we get up there, we're in the VIP, we're hanging out, and drinks are coming, and there's a bottle of Jack that's been finished a couple hours ago. And so the rest of the story is from what I've heard and what I've been told
Dang.
over the years.
Dang.
So according to the stories and what I've been told is that we left and we sat outside and we were taking a picture. We took a picture at a fountain or something. And so I smiled for the picture. I've seen the picture. And I smiled, took the picture and all that shit. And they said, next thing I know, I lean over and I'm calling Earl in the fountain. So the fountain's got a little bit of extra liquid, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that's where it starts. And then they walk me to the car because I'm gone, from what I understand. And one piece I do remember is my shoe broke.
Your shoe broke.
My shoe broke, bro. And
your shoe, bro.
My shoe, bro. And I had just bought these shoes because it was like, it's wedding weekend. I'm about to be fresh.
Dang.
So I bought these shoes, and next thing I know, my shoe was broke. I got them bitches reimbursed though, but that's another story for another day. So anyway, go to the car. We're driving back home. It's about a 45 minutes to an hour back to the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, stop. Just stop. So we stop. I call Earl again. And we go back to the room.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess apparently I locked my doors, hit the deadbolt. And I was well enough to know to lock my shit up. So next thing I know, my groom's in a beating on the door. And they went downstairs to get the front desk to try to let him in. They're like, hey.
He did. I know he did.
Right. Yeah, my best man, he's like, look, he's getting married today. I don't know what's going on. He's not answering the door. I just want to make sure he's not dead. So please, I know it's against the rules, but can you please let me in? So they open the door, and I don't really do hangovers. So I wake up like, what the hell y'all want, man? What's going on?
So did you forget you was getting married that morning?
No, I knew. I had a clock set because I had to get my haircut or my hair shaved. And so Kim's rule was do whatever you want, just don't be drunk on the altar. So didn't get drunk, drank a little more the next day, but not drunk at the altar. So that is the only time. Nothing really stupid happened because, other than the fountain having some extra markings on it now. But
interesting.
That's it.
Oh man, we got to chase that, man. Before we too old to actually do what we do, how we do it. I got to get you right one time, man.